I came up through corporate.
Yeah.
And worked for a lot of corporate American companies, but in the UK. And that was all what we used to call suited and booted.
Suited and booted.
So it was always the suit and the tie, and you had to look part, particularly when you got up to like C-suite levels. Yeah. But then one day I was just looking in the mirror and I looked across and I just saw this little strip of material and I was like, what is that all about? What's with the tie? And then I took it off and I was like, that looks quite cool with that tie on. And that was it. And I remember going in that day and my CEO came across. Yeah. And I had a good relation. I think it was VP. I wasn't in the C-suite then. And he was like, what's with the tie? And I was like, so I told him, so I was looking this morning and I was like, just think, isn't it weird, just this little piece of thin material?
What does this do?
And he looked down at his and he was like, I've never thought of it like that before.
Quite right, yeah.
And I've never wore a tie since. You got to wear a suit for the corporate.
Well, you've been all around, right? Like when we spoke, you said you've been around
the world and Yeah. So it was went to college, got my degree. Yeah. The sausage factory.
For sure.
I went to a very good school, which allowed me to go to a good university and then got a business studies. I always attracted into business. Yeah. Anything that allowed me to chat and get paid for it, basically, and interact with people.
For sure.
So it led me into business. And then I got onto what I call the greasy pole of corporate business life, because that was what you were told was where the big bucks were. Yeah. And then just worked my way up to the higher echelons.
Kind of where people had been pointing you through all those different experiences.
Yeah. So I got up to the higher echelons. And then after what must have been, 20 years? No, not 20 years, about 15 years of doing that. Yeah. It was the higher up you go, the more toys you get, the more money you get, and then it kind of hooks you in, and it becomes like golden handcuffs.
Yeah.
And I just wasn't happy.